Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to master PvP with an in-depth tutorial on everything. This will include many PvP methods and ways to improve. And you may be thinking, why should I trust this random dude on the internet? Ooh, well, you know. So anyway, let's get right into it.
Run that video like a track me. Give me the pack and I might pack that. She got a fatty, I might pack that. Give me your addy, we pullin' it to your pattern, then we go put it the right with your click clap.
So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is clicking. Clicking is really important within PvP, as the higher CPS you get, the less knockback you will take. This means you will be able to start combos more easily. So now you may be thinking, how do I get a higher CPS? Well, there are several clicking methods that can get a higher CPS. There is normal clicking, jitter clicking, and butterfly clicking. These are the main types of clicking methods within the PvP community, but each clicking method has its advantages and disadvantages. First, I'll be talking about normal clicking. This is really popular within the Hypixel Bed Wars community, as everyone there is bad. Normal clicking is easy to do, doesn't give you severe arthritis, and is really good to aim with. Next, I'll be talking about jitter clicking. This is really common throughout the PvP community, and not everyone can do it. To jitter click, all you need to do is strain your wrist or arm and lightly jitter your hand on the left mouse button. Typically you get around 10 to 14 CPS with jitter clicking, but it's really hard to aim with. The last method is butterfly clicking. In my opinion, this is the best clicking method as it doesn't hurt, is good to aim with, and you can get really high CPS, around 15 to 25. The only bad thing about butterfly clicking is that you will most likely get banned. Another thing with butterfly clicking is that not every mouse can do it, as the mouse requires a low debounce time, typically around 0 to 4 ms to be able to double click. Aim is more important than clicking. If you can't aim, you're not going to be able to get hits, which means there is no point in clicking fast in the first place. This is why I prefer normal clicking over jitter clicking. So there are many ways to improve aim, and aim training like aim labs kinds of works, but my favourite method is actually playing the game. I'll usually wake up early in the morning and play boxing on minemen for about an hour just to improve my aim. I'd also like to mention that maybe your sensitivity can be the problem with bad aim, and to fix this, make sure that the amount of mouse room you have is able to make you do a 360-degree turn in game. Another thing with aiming is that you should actually be aiming for the head, as this gives you a small little boost in reach. Next, we will be talking about sprint resetting. This is one of the most important things you need to know in PvP. Sprint resetting is self-explanatory. It's practically when you stop moving and start moving again. This improves the amount of knockback on your opponent, as when you first hit someone in PvP, you do around 4 blocks of knockback. When you hit them again without sprint resetting, it does around 1 block of knockback. So as you can see, sprint resetting is vital when PvPing pro players and dealing more knockback. Now that you know how sprint resetting works, you need to know how to do it. One of the most common methods is W tapping. This is essentially when you hit the opponent, let go of the W key for around 0.1 seconds, and then start holding W again. You repeat this action and your opponent will keep on getting hit and they won't be able to hit you back. As you can see, I'm doing this in the clip above. Another way of sprint resetting is S tapping. This is like W tapping, except you don't let go of W and you slightly tap S for a short moment, which resets your sprint. This is quite effective, but I prefer W tapping in general PvP. S tapping is quite good for maintaining straight combos where you only move forward and don't strafe left to right. Another method for sprint resetting can be shift tapping. This is when you tap the shift key and crouch for a short moment, which resets your sprint. Anyone who does this is mentally dumb and should quit Minecraft. Last method for sprint resetting, and that is really effective, is block hitting. This is when you single right click each time you hit your opponent. This resets your sprint and can also reduce the damage you take when they hit you. The YouTuber Technoblade uses this method a lot. Strafing is when you move left to right to avoid getting hit by the opponent. This works really well if you're against someone who has bad aim. So if you're against a jitter clicker, I would try and strafe while sprint resetting, as you will most likely beat them. As you can see in the clip above, I'm strafing on the opponent, which is reducing their chance of hitting me. Strafing is really effective in PvP, but doesn't always work. If your opponent has projectiles, I wouldn't recommend strafing, as you'll be caught off. Now I'm going to be talking about item utilization. One of the most important things are healing in PvP. Typically, you will get golden apples or pots of instant healing. When using these, you need to make sure you're away from your opponent, and when using pots, look straight forward while running and throw the pot. Other items that you can use in PvP are projectiles. These include anything that you can hit your opponent from a longer range with. This can include snowballs, eggs, bows, and fishing rods. These are extremely useful as they can stop your opponent from running forward to you. which means you can hit them and start a combo. Some other useful items can be water, lava, flint and steel, and blocks. Blocks can be used to clutch and block your opponent from running towards you. Lava and flint and steel can set your opponent on fire, reducing their health. Water can be used to run away on heal and can also stop you from getting set on fire. The last thing I'll be talking about in this video is something called hit selecting. This is a really advanced method used only by the gods of sumo. This method is very unique and takes years to master. How it works is you let your opponent hit you so that you'll be in the air. Then you hit them slightly after so that you can hit the ground first, meaning that you are able to combo them as they will still be in the air, giving you a short amount of reach and faster movement. As you can see, this method is really effective and will take years of hard training and practice to learn. So anyway guys, if you found this video useful or entertaining, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and also make sure to comment so the algorithm will pick my video and recommend it to everyone in the Minecraft community. Thank you.